We are so back, Zookies. We're here at OC Japan Fair. Hopefully the music is not extremely loud in the background because we're again really close by the stage, but we're joined here today with Ron. And then we're also here with Kayla.
Yay!
Actually, I'll show you guys the booth real quick, but the event is Friday through Sunday, and right now people are trickling in as it's sundown. It took us 4 hours. Ron and I were setting up for a grand total of 4 hours, and the reason is because I didn't plan very well on how to put up my sticker panels. So these things right here, I'll show you guys. Those things right there, they were flying everywhere because of how windy this event is. And while I do outdoor events at the college fairs, I literally did not anticipate it to be that windy. Took a look at those flags. Yeah, it's pretty windy. It is 6 p.m., an hour into the event, no sales yet because it's, you know, people are just getting their food, they're getting off of dinner or whatever the heck. I have no idea. But this is our just, like, this is our 10x10. This is what it looks like. It's mostly a self-serve display. All the stickers are gonna be on the walls over there. The prints have their own little section right here with the mini prints, the display wall that I normally have at anime cons, and then this little checkout station over here, and then another section over here for all the charms, a whole bunch of new ones. I have some empty spaces because I didn't bring enough hooks, so hopefully I'll bring them tomorrow. And then all the sticker packs and a couple of these extra featured stickers as well that are also $2 each. Glad you guys are here with me at OC Japan Fair. We're gonna have hopefully a good weekend. We're going straight into UCSD Vendor Fair after this weekend, by the way. So after Sunday, we're packing up, and then early next morning on Monday, we go straight to San Diego. So it's gonna be a really, really eventful and crazy next couple of days for us, but can't stress about anything else right now. We just, you know, we got done setting up for like in 4 hours. It's the longest I ever took to set up a 10x10 and new display. It's looking great. This is what it looks like at 6 p.m. People are out there on the sides going crazy. Actually making me extremely hungry right now. My stomach be rumbling because all the food smells so good. This event looks really pretty, I'm not gonna lie. Like, look at all these, look at all the setup. And then there's a second stage here. I loaded in from gate 8, just like how most other vendors did. Parked there, brought my stuff in, reparked. I wanted to show you guys Ron's sweater, actually. It's pretty funny. This is called the Boba Fam's hoodie. It has like this kangaroo pocket right here in the middle. So then like what you're supposed to do is you get like your drink, you free up your hand. So you just go like, and now you have a free hand. They don't sell this hoodie anymore. Rest in peace. I've never seen something like that, the kangaroo pocket. So I don't know if you guys have seen the previous vlogs, but I normally have these ears to wear at the events. Got all the helpers today wearing them. Shout out. And honestly, I think it's just for the cute factor so that people, when they walk up to us, we look a little more approachable. And on top of that, I changed my earrings a little bit today. So if you guys can see, it's like a jade circle dangly earring. So I was recently in Berkeley, San Francisco area. I was doing a couple college drops there. The Berkeley one, the Cal one was the Bears, and then the SFSU was the Gators. On the way back from, I don't remember which day it was, but I stopped by Japantown. I went to the one in San Francisco. I just wanted to walk around because I had some time to kill. I walked inside this jewelry store. It was a Chinese lady. She was basically essentially like yelling at all the customers, like, oh, this one is this off, blah, 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 this is the price. And I was like, I could tell that she was Cantonese. As I was, you know, shopping, I was looking around. This caught my attention, and as I went to pay, I asked if she spoke Cantonese, just so I could brush up on my, you know, native tongue a little bit so that I wasn't completely washed. I don't really speak a whole lot unless I'm talking to my parents, so any chance I do get these days, I try to be a little more confident because I'll be honest, I'm not that confident in my Chinese. Like, if anything, I would give it a 6 or 7 out of 10. I can speak conversationally, but at a relatively beginner level. It's nothing crazy. I was speaking to her and I had nothing else to ask. Like, I could have asked about the weather or something, but I don't really know how to ask that. So I was like, oh yeah, there's like construction going on outside, right? And then she was like, yeah, I don't really know what they're building there. And that's kind of where the conversation ended. The moral of the story is I need to brush up on my Cantonese more. But I got these earrings. Shout out to the Chinese lady that was running a jewelry shop in Japantown. in San Francisco? I have no idea. It's relatively warm in here. Our lighting situation is not the craziest, I'm not gonna lie. I can show you guys in a sec what it looks like from the outside, but as you can see, like from the inside right now, it's 7:20-ish p.m., pretty dark, but our lighting on the inside is immaculate. You can see us super clearly. Our neighbors let us borrow some zip ties, so we tried to get the light out for the sticker walls on our right side and get that illuminated. But since I don't do that many outdoor events, I had to buy these lights from Amazon. Shout out to Sugar's Studio for recommending me these lights. Luckily, the event provides electricity, so you could plug everything in and not have to worry about bringing your own generator. The electricity comes with the booth fee. It was $1,200 for this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. $11.50 for us because we were able to bring our own canopy and tables, so a little cheaper, very, very marginally. But in the grand scheme, pretty expensive, over $1,000 to vend here this weekend. Kind of just trying the show because other people recommended it, but I honestly don't know how well we'll do out here. My location's a little far from the entrance, so I don't have high hopes for high foot traffic, but Friday is usually the slower day, I hear, of this weekend, so we'll see. Anyway, let me show you guys what it looks like on the outside right now. It's pretty dark right now. Can't really see a whole lot unless there is good lighting, and our booth has moderate lighting, as you can see. It's pretty blinding on the camera. A couple of the stickers are visible, but not everything. Especially this area in the front, it's like really dark. I want the prints to be a little more visible, so I'm gonna try to bring another light tomorrow and maybe put it like somewhere right there on the top so that the prints are visible. I mean, it looks kind of visible on camera, but in person, it's pretty dark, so not a fan of it. And then the light on the inside is absolutely blinding, but it doesn't like phase people too much because it's not eye level, since they're mostly going to be looking at the products in this section over here. I would say it's relatively well lit. It's nice, nothing crazy, but it could be a little better. Shout out to the keychain wall, it's looking pretty full. Hopefully tonight I can restock some of the things that run low, and hopefully that closing down the shop today on Friday is not going to be extremely stressful either. If it is, I'm going to cry. Ron has returned.
It's like unlimited fruit juice. It's like mango, strawberry, pineapple, and like 3 other fruits I'm forgetting. Yeah, see, now I have this free hand to pick up the camera, and then I have like another free hand to like look at the script on my phone. Where is my phone? Oh, thank you. It's in the other pocket that allowed me to have another free hand.
The thing about these night market events is like, it's really slow in the beginning. The first like 2 hours, non-existent. Today it's 5 to 11. I don't know if I already talked about this, but 5 to 11 p.m. And really your active hours are probably going to be 7 to 11. The name of it is OC Japan Fair, right? So they're walking around to visit the more cultural booths and more Japanese themed food booths. Actually, there were a couple people cosplaying. I'm literally looking at someone outside this window right now, and they're in a Rengoku cosplay. So a lot of people representing the Japanese culture out here. Shout out to that for OC Japan Fair hosting a pretty successful event that has pretty good turnout, in my opinion. We just had Jessie join us.
Hello.
And actually, she made a delivery. Check it out in the back here.
Boba.
Shout out to the boba delivery. Oh my gosh, wait, what did you get?
I have no idea. I got their top 4.
I think I'll choose this one. This one looks good. Oh my god, they're so cute. They have like a little sign that says poke here. I didn't miss. Shout out me. So normally I have a suitcase full of snacks, and I call it the super secret stash of snacks. But today, I brought the Coleman cooler, and you guys might recognize it if you watched my Anime Impulse Phoenix show, where it was super hot out there, and I decided to bring a whole bunch of ice water in a cooler, and I bought a random cooler at a random Walmart early in the morning just for that event. That's what this is. All the snacks are in there, and maybe I'll show you guys later, but we have been munching on a couple of the snacks. Right now we're using as a mini table in the back for the boba that Jess brought. Thanks, Ron. Oh. It did the thing. I told you! Janky setup. Good one. No worries though. We got more zip ties from our neighbors.
It hit me.
Are you okay?
Earlier, Ron said that it would fall down. Henry kept saying it wouldn't. And at the time, I was directly underneath. And then a couple hours later, we're all in different positions and it still hit me.
Bruh.
Bring zip ties, that's the lesson.
It is 8 something p.m. I'm gonna walk around now. It looks pretty dead. I'm not gonna lie. Like there's barely anyone here on a Friday. Have no idea why. Where are the people? I don't know. I'm excited though when I go to San Diego because there's gonna be light all day and I'm looking forward to not have to bring my own lighting. We're gonna go get some snacks to people real quick. So yeah, we'll stop by here real quick. Brian just offered us to get a duck from them. So shout out to Brian of Dream Cream. As you guys know, I am a duck fanatic. I'm a big fan of ducks. So it would be very suiting for me to get a duck out here, attach it right there. I think that'll perfect for us. Shout out Duck Gang. Thank you. Don't know who the Goosey Pins workers are today, but we'll see. Oh, it's JJ. Oh, yo, how's it going?
Dad said we're gonna be here.
Yeah.
I was like, where is he?
I'm outside, so.
You're outside?
Yeah, do you want a snack?
Oh, thanks. I'll take
Yeah.
one. I like these actually. Low key.
It is currently, my phone is off by 5 minutes, but it's 10:15-ish. I just wanted to come on here and say that the event is really slow, which I feel like it's not too surprising. People have been saying that Fridays have been a little more dead than usual. When we pack out in like 40 minutes, we do have to be aware that there are winds, heavy ones at that. The Santa Ana winds are gonna strike. I'm kind of scared. I saw the disasters from last year's OC Japan Fair. A couple people said that their booths were flying away, and actually I walked around to visit some of my friends and their displays are pretty weighed down. I think it's learned action from the consequences of last year. I was recommended by Joel, I think it's Colorful Sheep, I don't remember their shop name exactly, but he said that I should bring my canopy down as much as possible. I mean, I can bring down these pegboards right here, put them down on the ground and move around the sticker walls, but other than that, it's like I don't think it'll be that easy to move things. If I'm trying to be risk adverse, I should try to minimize the effects of the damages that potential winds could cause to my canopy, especially because I'm on a corner and I'm not locked in with other tables and canopies and vendors. You never want to come back to your booth and it's not there. And I will check in with you guys in half an hour when the event is closing. Okay. I don't know why I said that. Ron told me that people are kind of already packing up, and I'll show you guys. Like, literally, this is what it looks like on the outside. Where are the people? Where are the people? It's like 10:40. I mean, it makes sense. People are literally leaving. Actually, it's only 10:34, but people are packing up and leaving. So we are going to pack some things up. I'm pretty tired. I don't remember the hours for tomorrow. I like when I actually know all the hours that are consistent for shows, but these ones, it's like 5 to 11, and it's like 3 to 10, and then some other.
It's like 12 to 10.
Wait, 12 to 10? Like noon? Why? Who is here at 12? I mean, that's great. Like sunlight, you know, my booth won't have to need light until it's like 7. Okay, but we'll see though. Maybe if being the weekend, people are like, oh, let's go to the OC Japan Fair. But it kind of makes sense actually. Like if I were coming to OC Japan Fair, I would want to come during the day and leave at night and eat somewhere else. But that's because I'm frugal and I don't want to pay for the food here. I would just want to experience the event and walk around and shop at some of the vendors and say hi to people and such, and check out like the people performing at the stages, because there are actually a lot of performers. I didn't remember to bring another light tomorrow so that I could illuminate the Prince section of my booth, because that section looks pretty dead. But yeah, shout out to Kayla for bringing all the extension cords, because otherwise we would not have lived without them. Like, look at that extension cord, super long. So much of it feeds all the way through the back there into the electrical. Here is the booth after day 1. This is our pack out, pretty much. We have some stuff here still inside, but we moved like everything closer to the ground as much as possible, and then we're gonna bring down the flaps for the walls. We do have to turn off the lights and then bring out some of our stuff. So Ron's things. We're gonna get dinner after this, but yeah, we're gonna leave the extension cord. Most things are just on the ground. Kind of scared of this grid display. It might start flying everywhere, hopefully not. But yeah, kind of scared of the wind. Oh, I'm hella dumb. Oh, I just like ran into that. Because I don't have the Velcro walls that came with this canopy, since this canopy was a gift from friends. So bless them for allowing me to have this. Otherwise, I don't know how the heck else I would just come out here with a canopy. I would probably have to buy my own canopy, but I'd probably look for one. Like if you guys are trying to get a canopy, just get one that has the walls that come with it. That's probably a lot easier than getting something like this that has like no walls. I don't know why this wall is being stubborn right now and it's not coming out. Maybe I have it clipped on incorrectly. And then hopefully these weights are enough. If they're not, we're gonna come back tomorrow morning and there's no booth. But anyway, we're gonna get dinner. Hopefully I'll see you guys on the other side. Welcome back, it's day 2. It is currently 12:52. It's a little bit into the event right now, but we just started. I'm here with Leanne. Philip just stopped by from Nearby Society. We just chatted, caught up a little bit. Leanne's gonna go grab some drinks and food. We have a couple of sales so far, so that's a testament to today, Saturday, being better than Friday. So we'll see how today goes. It's a lot longer hours, 12 p.m. until 10 p.m. Very long day. And also we have Kayla again here with us today, and we have Fiona in the back. Shout out, woohoo. Setting up today was not too bad actually. When we were packing out everything yesterday, I was like, oh my god, tomorrow's gonna be stressful, but it only took like 15 minutes to get everything up and ready. So I love how streamlined it was. I'm excited for next week when I go to San Diego. I think we're gonna do the same setup pretty much. Today I'm using another cardboard box as a trash bin. Shout out to cardboard boxes that are laying around. Yeah, one thing I'm kind of afraid of, if it is a little windier today, is of course the prints just flying off the little display. The stickers and the other in the other display I don't really have to worry too much about because they are covered by the pegboards, so I feel like the wind won't really reach those ones much, but the prints are out in the front, so kind of scary if they start flying away. It's a microphone attached to a hammer.
It's a hammer.
Philip is back to talk about how I'm sleeping diagonally.
Yeah, he sleeps diagonally. I loved it. It was really close to me. He was touching me and everything. Oh, daddy.
Okay.
If your age doesn't scream Gen Z, whatever's in here screams Gen Z.
Wow. What's in there? What's in there? What's in the snack box?
Me, you got a bunch of snacks. None of them healthy, by the way. All sugar and carbs.
Shoot.
The only healthy thing is the water that you have.
The water is healthy.
Yes, it is.
This is... We are actually on the way to visit Yabai, which their setup is new and it cannot be filmed until you guys see it at AAX Chibi. So otherwise, go visit it for yourself. It does look like it's popping a lot more today. There's a good amount of people out here.
There's a lot more.
So I'm excited for what today has to offer compared to yesterday. Yesterday was dead. Ooh, also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I had to snip my hair again because it was getting in my eyes. So I did a little trim at home. I always cut my own hair because it's like annoying and I don't want to pay anyone to do it. I haven't paid anyone to cut my hair in so long. But also the back is a little shorter. Like down here, I know I had a couple red highlights that were fading out, so the back is a little shorter now. I think I also switched my earrings from the ones I was wearing yesterday that I was telling you guys about, so I'm wearing the floral ones again. Anyway, we're at the Yabai Society table. We're gonna cut the cams. I'll be back with you guys after we walk back to our table, and hopefully when I check in with you guys, there will be a few more friends at the table because I know a couple others are coming in, but we'll see. Welcome back. It is currently 3:20. Nothing crazy going on, just a couple customers here and there, and I'm like almost finished with a water bottle. As I was getting to the last bits of this, I was reminiscing on like a couple of years ago when I worked at the state fair in Sacramento. I was stationed at like one of those tables, those dollies where you sell drinks and food and snacks. Towards the latter half of the day, there was like barely any customers, and all I had was a water bottle. My form of entertainment during the hours of the shift was to flip a water bottle like heck of times. I would make it an objective to try to flip and complete as many landings with 100 attempts as possible. Not to brag, but like I think I landed within 100 attempts. I landed 90 water bottle flips, but that was back then when I was younger and more locked in. But these days, I don't think I can land a water bottle that many times. I'm gonna try to land the bottle a few times at least, just for entertainment's sake. So you know, it was like nothing to do, and I could do it at any time. But yeah, flipping a water bottle was like my hidden talent, you know? Like if they said, what is your party trick? I would just flip a water bottle and try to see how many times I can land it. I mean, once you get like the motion down, I feel like it's not too hard to land it. You kind of just have to repeat the motion, right? And it's just like a muscle memory thing. Also, sometimes the water bottle gets really beat at the bottom, and obviously that's going to hinder how well you can land the bottle. Let me know though, if you guys have any hidden talents or like party tricks that you can show off while you're at your vendoring table and I stop by and I give you some snacks.
Hey guys, it's me again. I had complications getting here, and then my solution was like, all right, let's just take the bus on a weekend. The delay on the app was so bad that it was roughly like 2 hours to get here, and I was like, I could probably walk here faster than the bus can actually get here. I beat the bus by like 45 minutes, so it was lit as fuck.
I can't believe you walked here.
Oh no, I would not do that again, but like...
How long was your walk?
I did it close to an hour.
Anyway, yeah, I am clearly not as good as flipping water bottles as I used to be a couple years ago. Shout out to the people who give us like little gifts like these. We got 2 of them actually. Also, I haven't shown you guys what everything looks like on the outside for today yet. Nothing really changed, but I wanted to briefly show you guys what it looks like in light during the day because I don't know if I did that. I might have done that only at night yesterday. Skip to 3 seconds later when this is outside.
Yeah, I got it.
I clipped up the banner with magnets, as you can see, so that the banner doesn't droop down. But I reorganized some of the sticker packs, and then we have some new keychains here as well. I got all the evolutions down on the bottom row, and then we restocked some of the old designs. We got Whooper now, and then Piplup is back again with Bond from Spy Family and Anya from Spy Family. And then we got another shark design, the one with the knife was popular, a couple Shy Guys as well. And then we got Omen because a lot of people were asking for that Valorant keychain as well. And then we have the Mousehold, the Valentine one, and then the Magikarp with the Somi as well. So super cute. That's the display. People did keep telling me that the prints were flying away from the wind, so I attached a couple clips on the bottom here so that if they flopped forward, this would stop them rather than just the acrylic part of that bottom stand. So hopefully this will stop the prints from floating away in the wind. It's kind of like a flea market right now. Everybody's little booth, super cute. And then we have the stage over there. People are performing, going crazy out there. Hello, welcome back. It's been a minute. Look at Ron. He's filming right now. It's about to be 6. Sun is setting. It's right over that tree over there. I don't know if you guys can see it. It is golden hour. Not the greatest golden hour because it is kind of blocked by the tree, but the lighting is a little dimmer now, so we might turn on the light in a sec, just so we don't forget later on. I'm sure we won't forget because we'll be like, oh, it's so dark, we need some light. Ideally, if this was the lighting the whole day, throughout the entire event, I'd be happy, but unfortunately it is not. So we do have to turn on some lights. I added a light up here for the print section, so I'm gonna click it on right now actually. It's not the brightest, but it exists, which is better than nothing. Welcome to the back. This is where we're at. But we're gonna turn on the light so that people can actually see. Over here, we have this very janky thing clipped to the wire frame that I clipped onto the back of this sticker wall so that the wind wouldn't blow it much. But luckily, today is actually not that windy. So shout out to the winds for not tearing us down. I'm getting pretty hungry. We might get Korean barbecue after this. I didn't show you guys the food that we got yesterday, but we got a curry. We went to a curry place that was open until 1 a.m. We also had some other people show up, but whenever they come back, because they're exploring OC Japan Fair right now, we'll record them on camera and have them say hi to you guys. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in a little bit. I have this whole like extension cord, and I plugged it into the really long one that Kayla brought, but it can plug in 8 different outlet holes, and so we have the whole circuit up here for these lights. This one, that one, and this one. We're here with Jaden and Steph. They're also here. They just showed up earlier. And then other Steph is here too.
Hi.
Yes, I'm a duck with headphones. It was very kind of the man who gave it to me.
They scammed us. It was a mystery packet. We both got the same duck.
This is our booth at night. The lighting is okay. Hey, look, the light we put up earlier actually puts a good view on these prints over here. Because otherwise, it wasn't like that. So, shout out that light. We're about to close down and head to Korean barbecue, but their kitchen like closes at 11. So we're gonna try to get there as soon as possible. It might take a little bit of a drive, and then we are going to move everything back inside. We're gonna close the walls and everything in here, and then we'll see what happens. It's a little hectic. Fold it in half and then just clip those together at the top. I think we can leave this up like this, that's fine. Kayla, are you gonna be here tomorrow? Okay. I can return your extension cords another time if we're gonna go get dinner now. I'll see you guys there. Okay, who needs a ride here? Is he taking the rest of you? Okay, I'll see you guys there. Thank you. Bye. Hello, no mic, but we're here at Korean barbecue. Hello. The kitchen closes at 11, and we're trying to order as fast as possible. You can order 4 meats every 10 minutes, so we're gonna try to speed run it. It's like 10:30. So. I got it. I can do it. I haven't had all you can eat in a minute. I'm probably gonna have it again this week at UCSD, so we're gonna go crazy. But anyway, oh my god, this camera quality is so good. They're cooking. They actually got all the same meat over there. So that's how you start. This is the aftermath of us eating. We're absolutely wrecked. Shout out to everybody. It's actually closed, guys. It's like 12 and it closes at 12. So it's closed and we should be getting out of here. But we tried to, I mean, we did our job. We had 2 grills. We finished everything on our side. But they over there, we had to help them out a little bit. But anyway, yeah, bro. I'll see you guys tomorrow at the freaking table. We're supposed to get out of here.
Let's get out of
Hi Zookies, welcome back. It's day 3, the final day of OC Japan Fair. It's Sunday, a little slow today. Got here a little late actually, but it's not too much of a worry. It's 11:30. I gotta spend a little time setting up right now, so that's probably gonna take about 15 minutes. Bring up these pegboards down here. I don't know if you guys see them, but they are on the floor so that we could minimize the wind damage overnight, which luckily this weekend they didn't have to cancel Sunday because the wind was not that bad. I haven't had lunch yet, so I think I'm probably gonna have to go grab something from one of these food vendors before I get started. I probably should have got food first before I like opened up the front of my table, but that's okay. But since it's pretty slow at lunchtime right now, I actually got the curry rice dish from the food vendor that I'll show you guys on screen right now, and I'm gonna eat at my table. I'm like directly in this beam of sunlight right now, so it's actually really hot. I want to sit to the side, but I still want to be able to sell some of the things on the pegboard if possible, if people come up. I did cover up my sticker wall though. I'll show you guys that as well right now because I haven't opened up that side and I don't want to do all that setup yet. I want to eat first, so I'm gonna enjoy that for a minute, see how it works if I only open up a segment of my booth. Yeah, we're gonna munch down on some of the curry rice. Dude, heck yeah. Pineapple cake from Nathan. Appreciate it. Cheers, man.
Alright, cheers.
I am so freaking tired right now. It's 1:44 p.m. and I'm about to take a nap. I don't think I've gotten that much sleep in the last couple days, so it's been really tired. And maybe it's a little bit of the heat. I mean, there's a couple things I could do. Like I could draw, I could edit a little bit. I'm kind of just sitting here doing nothing, scrolling on my phone. It's not super busy. Like there's a couple customers here and there. I'm just not really like energized right now, but I have created a second table. I stacked the boxes on top of each other, so now they're kind of level with the tables. Yeah, I don't know if there's like a energy threshold of sorts, but if there is, I'm not trying to expend as much energy because going forward into the next week, Monday through Friday, me being at UCSD, I want to expend more energy there, you know, the whole week. And I think the energy I get from being around people and talking to people is going to uplift me, but sitting in the space back here alone, not doing much, is pretty draining compared to the other days when I did have a couple of the friends here to help out. I guess I'm trying to conserve energy. I'm not really like using a whole lot of emotion when I'm conversating with people, the customers. And especially if you're doing back-to-back events or week after week event, I'm sure you're gonna be exhausted. You know, it's not easy to maintain that social battery the entire way through your like event schedule. And for vendors, it's always an up and down game as well. Like sometimes you'll be going through a slump and sometimes you'll be going through a high, and I think that can depend on your financial situation, but also a lot of other reasons too. But yeah, I'll check in with you guys in a little bit, hopefully when I feel a little better in terms of the heat not exhausting me, or maybe if I'm a little productive with some of the work I'm doing out here. Welcome back. I haven't chatted with you guys in a minute, but it's as you can see, there's no sun beaming anymore because it's 5:40 and it's actually a lot cooler right now. We're going into the last almost hour of the event, and actually our neighbor is already packing up, which is really crazy because this whole time I've been hearing like loud banging, like loud sounds. I didn't know he was already packing up. The event ends at 7. I didn't know you could just start leaving whenever the heck you wanted. Anyway, Alex is here. You guys might recognize him from some of the UC Irvine, or not some of. I literally only have one vlog when I was at Irvine, but yeah.
Hi, I'm Alex.
We are joined by 2 other people here today as well. My friends Sydney and Terence as well. They're coming from Riverside area, so.
Hi, my name's Sydney.
Hi, I'm Terence.
Shout out to them for pulling up, and I made them wear the bear ears as well. They had an idea, so I'm gonna leave you guys with them for a minute for this segment of the vlog, so you guys can enjoy Sydney and Terence content.
Welcome to Stickers Through the Sides. In this segment, we have that ASMR. Hello, here's some stickers. And here's some keychains. Today we have a special challenge.
My name is Sean.
Ariel.
And they're gonna do a push-up challenge. If she beats our friend Sean, she gets to pick any 3 free stickers of her choice. Start.
You might have to speed this section up for sure.
And the winner is... Alright, you get to choose any stickers you want. Woo!
Thank you. I would love to thank my family, my friends, and this booth because this is so cool.
It was lovely to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Alright, we're back. It looks like they did the push-ups and what in our neighbor's space after they left apparently. And then my neighbor unplugged his extension cord and even tell me, and my light just went out. So I had to replug my extension cord back into the generator. It's been a pretty chill event. Hopefully you guys are doing well wherever you are, eating a snack, doing work, whatever you might be doing. I will let you guys go into another segment of this video. Bye. Okay.
I know too much about Pokemon for a normal person.
Wait, why don't you trivia me? I think I know a good bit.
Okay.
I played until Gen 6 and I played a little bit of Gen 7.
I want you to name me Legendary Trio.
Oh no.
The main Legendary Trio of the Hoenn region. I'm trying to get a baseline of knowledge here.
Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza.
That was pretty good. I feel like you're self-doubting yourself like...
I feel like I'm questioning myself more than I should.
What are the names of Giratina's forms? He has 2 forms. What are his names?
There's the floating one that's like a snake, and the one with the legs. Like they have specific names?
Oh yeah, they have specific names.
Is it just a word?
Yeah, basically it's just like word, form.
Floating.
Good guess.
Land. Do you think I'll get it?
This is kind of hard to guess it. What is the world that he's from?
The Shadow Realm?
That's Yu-Gi-Oh! What is the name of the Johto dog trio?
Entei, Raikou, and Suicune.
By lore-wise, what Pokemon did they originate from?
Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon.
Okay.
Hey, we got one.
Who created them, technically?
Ho-Oh.
Okay. What is the theory as to why Gary is in the tower in Lavender Town?
His Raticate died?
That's correct. What item do you use to call Arceus down?
Is it a flute?
It is a flute.
I don't know.
The Azure flute. In the Kalos region, what are the 3 main legendaries?
Xerneas, Yveltal, and Zygarde.
Now, for Zygarde, there's a very specific way to get him and his other forms. What is that way?
I have no idea.
So Zygarde is made up of cells, and you have to collect those cells. So that's why his forms are percentages. There's his core, which is just one cell, his main body cell. And then there's a 10% form, which is a dog. His 50% form, which is the snake that most people see. And then the 100% form that's when you combine them with the other 2. Why is Drifloon so scary?
When a kid holds the little tail, they get abducted.
Yep. A specific bird. It's the region's bird. It's called a Corviknight. There's also another Pokemon named Tinkaton. For whatever reason, just hates Corviknights. What do you think it uses to take this Corviknights out of the sky? It will literally smack rocks into Corviknights to take them out of the sky.
A hammer?
Yes. What is that hammer made out of?
Wood? Corviknight bones and metal?
Yeah!
I've heard of Tinkaton, and I've seen pictures of it, though. And I know it has a hammer, but when you explain the lore, that's like what I assume. Shout out to all the Tinkatons out there and the Corviknights. Hopefully you guys can make peace. If you're a Tinkaton, if you're a Corviknight, you won't fight each other. And that ends this segment. Woohoo! Hello! We're tearing down now. Everyone else is actually tearing down, so if we take a look outside. Actually, not everyone else, but some people are. People are kind of slowly taking things down because they want to leave as soon as possible. We kind of want to leave as soon as possible too, but I do have to do some prep for tonight to make sure I have enough stickers for San Diego, so I'm probably gonna have to print more. So that means I have to take a picture of what I have. I think I want all of my sticker walls inside here, but I have to make sure that I have the right boxes in these things first too. We just took down all the sticker walls, some of the lights, cut some of the zip ties. We should actually return the scissors to our neighbors since we're done with the zip ties. We have the keychain wall still left to do, so everything here, and then we have to have them take down this grid display here as well. Since we have to do the same setup tomorrow at UCSD, it shouldn't be too difficult. I took a picture of everything this time too, so I actually know where to put things for once. But yeah, they just did like the final announcement, so we're pretty much ready to get the heck out of here. I think I actually need 2 boxes for this, which is pretty crazy because normally I don't need 2 boxes for this. We're almost done with the help of everybody. Sean and Audrey, Terence, Sydney, and Alex. We're all going crazy over here. I have no idea where I want to put this though, which is like kind of troubling because there's so many loose parts that's not going to fit in these 2 boxes. I feel like when I tear down, half of it is me just like, oh, this can go here and this can go here, and then I'll just deal with it later. And then the next time I like set up, I'm like, why did I do that? Shout out to Sean's box cutter. Go. Okay. Dang, should I like try to uncoil and coil this whole thing? Now the real trouble is going to be how am I going to get my arm out of here? Okay, watch your fingers, watch your hands, hold the top. Let's see. Let's minimize the amount we have to carry, and then I'll get this if someone can grab. This is trash, right? Yep. Let's toss that. We'll see you guys at dinner. Maybe. We're done, so we're gonna walk to the car, and it might be a journey. I've had things fallen over before. I low-key should have more of these, I'm not gonna lie. I should probably get a couple more of these so that this never happens, but we don't have a choice today, so we're gonna try to one-trip it.